Felicia Flagler, Fantasy Football League. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. It is me, Giselle's prenup, with our commish, Mud Dogs. We are talking Week 12 recap. How you doing, brother?
Doing all right, boss man. Just out here living the high life, trying to get some internet back, which has been a struggle this week.
You look pleased.
Like I said, the wife started calling me the Grinch on Tuesday. It's not even December yet.
That's funny. That's funny, man. Well, it looks like it's all good now. So I mean, let's get into it, dude. What do you got?
All right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and fire it up here. Week 12 recap. Gonna go ahead and start things off with Snitches Get Stitches, improving to 7-5 on the year with a very close 89-88 victory over Boot and Rally. Mr. Brazes drops to 2-10 on the year. There's a pretty big talking point in this one that we're going to need to discuss, my man. And John Clayton, how in the hell did you not play Mr. Jacobs this weekend? JC left a 44 spot on the bench. WTF. But enough about the reserves in this one. To me, James Conner got it going. He was able to find the end zone and get up to 18 points for Mr. JC. And on the flip side, again, Boot and Rally is on to 2023. CMC definitely let him down in this one. And that's really all I got.
Yeah, dude. Imagine you. Pretty sure at this point, Josh Jacobs is the number one running back in fantasy.
Lineup lock.
That's a lineup block. He still gets a W though, man. Nice days from James Conner, like you said. Justin Jefferson, like normal, balling out. Nice points from his kicker too. It's a narrow victory that he almost let walk away. What a shame. What a shame. He could
And that
definitely leave. He can leave him there next week too. That'd be fine. Just leave him down there in the bench, dude. It's fine.
and that divisional race stays tight.
A little bit.
Next up, we have Shane Falco and company improving to 7-5 on the year with a 95-75 victory over Tua Legit, Tua Quit. Mrs. Gailey drops to 3-9 on the year. To me, Cuzzo gets a very big weekend out of Mr. Dalton Schultz. He has reservations for 12, apparently. I would say that definitely was the spark for his team. And on the flip side, man, Mrs. Gailey has been playing hell with her running backs this year, but Alvin Kamara, 1 point. I don't know what they're doing down there on the offensive side of the ball in New Orleans, but whatever it is, it ain't it, man. And you got to find a way to get your stars the football, and trying to come up with some wild ass way to get Taysom Hill involved, man. I don't know. They always say if you got two quarterbacks, you don't have any quarterbacks. And that's kind of what I'm seeing in New Orleans. That's it for me on this one.
Technically, they have three, right? Just Jameis is hurt. Imagine missing Jameis Winston. Imagine that. New Orleans is though. Yeah, you're not wrong about that, man. Yeah, nice week by Shane Falco. I would assume Mrs. Gailey's moving on to 2023 as well. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
By far. Long gone.
Yeah. We'll move on.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we had the AT Aliens getting a big win, improving to 8-4 on the year, 119-81 over Iron Smoke. I look at that stat line, man, and I just keep thinking to myself, "Hey, do me a solid, man. Who did Doug start at QB this week?"
Jacoby Brissett.
I mean, okay, he starts Brissett this week, and he didn't play Justin Fields, which by the way, is on the waiver wire. But the man still managed to get to 119 points. So top to bottom, to me, he might be the team to beat. He's got a scary roster, top to bottom, and he's still playing Russian roulette with his quarterback. As far as Iron Smoke goes, he should probably just focus on getting his lawn ornaments blown up and lit up for Christmas. That's all I got for this one.
The man, the myth, the legend that is Tony Pollard, I guess, didn't show up on Thanksgiving, huh? A little hungover from the week before's beating, I see. It's crazy to me that Justin Fields is on the waiver wire right now and Deshaun Watson's not.
You mean Justin Fields, right?
What did I say? Did I say
Justin
Yeah, I meant
Jefferson.
Justin Fields. My bad. Thank you for that.
Because I was getting ready to cut.
I
this
can't
short.
edit that out. I can't edit it out, dude. Sorry, it is what it is. But I cannot believe that he dropped Justin Fields and left Deshaun Watson on his team. I have a lot of questions, and I don't know if the time for those questions is right now. So I'm going to move on. Again, nice win with Jacoby Brissett. But boy, a lot of people are going to be spending some money tonight, boy. Oof.
How much fab you got left, Bowen?
Like $20, dude. I'm not getting them. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, man, I think I was gonna go at least $21.
Yeah,
just to
fine.
be on just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
All right.
Listen, I already know I'm not getting them. Somebody's dumping their stuff. Somebody's dumping everything they got for that guy. So
I can't wait.
I hope it's somebody not in playoff contention. Eric, do it.
Moving on, we saw
just don't play
Gisele's prenup improved to 7-5 on the year with a massive 83-79 victory over Smoking Joe Burrow. Our boy Alexander drops to 5-7 on the year. On your side of the ball, Sean, Nuke, 87 yards and a touchdown. You were extremely happy that DeAndre Hopkins is back in your lineup. But I can sympathize with you on this one, man. What's going on with Travis Etienne? He totally screwed me in my Houston league this week, exiting the game early. I feel like you're probably in the same boat. You've got questions. You're looking for the answers, man. Is he going to go this week?
So from what I've been reading, and I think we'll get more into that into the matchups for week 13, but it does look good. It looks like he could have actually came back in, but they decided for him to sit out, which as a fantasy owner with getting a win with a 0.3 on the board with your RB2 and knowing that he could have came back in but didn't and he still won, that's comforting going into next week for me. The rest, I have some issues. Got some things going on. But it was nice to get the win, man. We're in a tough division right now.
Yeah. And not to leave Smoking Joe high and dry, man. Garrett Wilson had a nice 2-touchdown performance. It looks like the new QB in town for the Jets, I believe his name is Mike White. He may have a new favorite target in Mr. Garrett Wilson. So it looks like Mr. Wilson can stay off social media and kind of leave his offense alone for at least the upcoming week.
Yeah, he can relax.
Yeah. Next up, we had sponsored by Blanton's, improving to 8-4 on the year with a very close 94-90 victory over Aston TDs. Bills Mafia president drops to 5-7 on the year. For my brother-in-law, he gets a massive performance from the Dolphins defense this weekend, finding the end zone and running that score all the way up to a 20 spot. I feel like we've said it a time or two on this on this channel, man. If you got a defense that's able to hit the 20 spot, it's like a magical elixir for a guaranteed W. And also, Brian took the advice of you and I, went with Michael Pittman this past week. And Coach of the Year, Jeff Saturday, is able to dial it up and get Mr. Pittman into the end zone with a 12.1 spot. And on the flip side, for Miss Anna, Treston Ebner, 0. That's about all the in-depth analysis I got on that one, man. Dude, her running backs are costing her big this season. Once Breece Hall went out.
I mean, we've talked about that, yeah, not her year, dude. Not her year. Again, your brother-in-law took some solid advice. I think that advice was solely from you due to his verbal beatdown for me. I didn't give much advice, kind of kept to myself. But it sounds like when he listens to you or I about putting a receiver in his lineup, he secures a W. I'll make sure to never give him advice again.
It sounds like he should probably just start doing that more often.
Yeah.
Not just fantasy football, maybe even life in general,
Pay us, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And last but certainly not least, 5-star matchup. Saw Mr. Van Leer, Master Bader, improve to 7-5 on the year and get the big victory, 112 to 102 over yours truly. I mean, for me, Dameon Pierce the last 2 weeks has just been a victim of being on the Houston Texans. And my wide receivers combining for about 10 points this week between Gabe and Mr. Olave definitely did not do me any favors. But that's not what I want to talk about in this one, Sean.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw the Tennessee Titans game, but there was a play that happened that I feel like probably should have been one of the Sean Bowen fantasy football moments where Derrick Henry took a swing pass, right, and just started rumbling. He got loose. He got all the way down to about the 5-yard line, right? And then he fumbled. He fumbled into the end zone. And Lee's freaking wide receiver recovered the fumble and scored the touchdown. Traylon Burks. So when I saw that, I was like, you got to be shitting me.
That's funny.
I even hit the rewind on the damn television set just to make sure that it was the right guys that they were talking about. And sure enough, yep, they were both on Master Bader. And all I could do was just shake my head and then laugh. That's all I got.
It's tough, dude. It's tough. A lot of weird things happened last week in football. How was that Hunter Henry catch not a catch? Did you watch that Thanksgiving night?
It was long past my bedtime, man. I was in a turkey coma by the time that game kicked off.
Touche. Probably one of the worst calls I've seen, and I'm biased. I know I'm biased, but yeah. I spoke to Lee, and it worked out for him this week, man. No bad love between you and I, but I want to see you have to battle to get that spot.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Challenge accepted. You got anything else on this week, man? Or are we good to put a bow on this bad boy?
I'm ready to get into week 13. Got some big things going on in week 13. And another special guest?
Yeah, according to my notes here, it looks like we're heading out to the high seas, man. Seems like we may have a captain of a ship joining us here.
Really?
On the picks, finally. He's finally got service up there in Northeast Georgia.
Does he? Well, we will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good one.
Peace.